Brooklyn Nets saw their roster become further decimated with Kevin Durant and Irving entering the NBA's health and safety protocols on Saturday. The Nets roster has been crushed by COVID-19. 10 players now in protocols, including Durant, Irving, James Harden, LaMarcus Aldridge. Nets general manager Sean Marks did an about-face after saying October 12th that the team would not have Kyrie as a part-time player, but would welcome him back when he complied with New York City's vaccine mandates. Irving has to return negative COVID-19 test results on 5 consecutive days before he can join the team because he's unvaccinated. Tim, I'll start with you. Is this the right move to bring Kyrie back?
No, I don't like it at all. I mean, I didn't like it even in the beginning when they were entertaining the possibility before the season started that they were going to allow him to be a part-time player and participate on the road, not play home games, not practice with the team in their own facility. They entertained that for a short period of time. And then I was very proud of the organization actually for taking that stance. Not so much because of the vaccination, and I think Stephen A. and I both agree on that. We're both vaccinated. We're both going to get our booster. We both have had COVID in the past. And Stephen A. dealing with it right now. So Stephen A. I agree on that. That's a different topic. For me, it was always about how are you going to run a team at the professional level when you don't have a guy that's fully invested in every component of what you're trying to do to win. It just doesn't work in any level of sports, really, but particularly at the professional level. So they took this position with Kyrie. You're either all in or you're not. Nothing has changed with Kyrie Irving. He is still doing exactly the same thing he was doing at the start of the year. So what has changed? Well, now they're dealing with a bunch of guys in health and safety protocol. Now they're dealing with Kevin Durant playing a lot of minutes, and they seem to be concerned about that based on the fact that he's coming off some injuries and playing at an MVP level right now. They don't want to grind him down before you get to the postseason. So the circumstances around their team have changed. Nothing with Kyrie. So what do? They compromise their principles and the integrity that they showed in the beginning of all of this by saying we have to have guys that are all in. And that's how pro sports have to be, and everybody in that locker room knows that. So now the only thing that's changed is they find themselves a little bit backed into a corner because they're dealing with some roster issues, and they're worried about Kevin Durant's legs. To me, when you sacrifice that and compromise that, Stephen A., I just think that sends the wrong message completely, and I'm totally against this move now, bringing Kyrie back at this stage of the season.
Well, Tim Legler, I'm totally against the move for all the reasons that you said, but I'll take it a step further. I'm adamantly against it because it's Kyrie that we're talking about here. If we're talking about Steph Curry, if we're talking about Kevin Durant, if we're talking about James Harden, if we're talking about Russell Westbrook, if we're talking about LeBron James, individuals that have shown a commitment to doing their job, we got a different discussion. We got a different discussion because we're able to look at them, Tim, and say, they don't really take off from work. They show up. That's what matters. This is a guy in Kyrie Irving that finds every excuse under the sun not to show up to work. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyrie Irving has been in the NBA for 10 years. He has played more than 60 games 4 times. Every single year, there is an excuse to take off of work. He's got emotional issues, got stuff on his mind. What the hell did the U.S. riots and the riots at the U.S. Capitol last January 6th have to do with Kyrie Irving? How is that an excuse not to show up to work? Everybody else had to show up to work. And then he started off the season talking about people are peons, and I don't have time for you inauthentic people in the media, and all of this is everybody else's fault. It's not his. It's everybody else's fault. And all we're saying is, excuse me, nobody's stopping you from doing what you want to do. Just show up to work. It never occurred to him. The borough of Brooklyn wants to see you play. You're a showstopper. The brother is box office. We see some of the great point guards in NBA history, Tim. I'm from New York City, bro. We talking Stephon Marbury, talking Kenny Anderson, Ron Strickland, Dwayne Pearl Washington. I mean, the list goes on back to the days of Nate Tiny Archibald and stuff like that. I know Kyrie in New Jersey, but my God, this brother is a showstopper. He's box office. Oh, but to want to see him play, I'm more than just a basketball player. I'm more than just that. It's just that. But why are you collecting the check? And then go sit up there and look at other people and talk about them like they're beneath you now that you got your money. See, when your ass was broke, okay? And you wanted that NBA money. You never uttered words like that out your mouth. But once you got the bag, now you real. Now you authentic. Now you want to take stances and positions that 99.9% of the people in the world can't afford to take. That's who we're dealing with here when it comes to Kyrie Irving. And he is the reason you would capitulate and compromise your professional principles as an organization for him? It is a disaster of the highest order. And let me tell you something else, Tim Legler. Let me tell you what this is all going to cause. Because he's Kyrie. Remember, he wasn't against the vaccine. He just wanted to give a voice to the voiceless, as if the anti-vaxxers are voiceless. I didn't know that, but that's neither here nor there. Remember this, Tim Legler. He didn't want to play in the bubble. Remember that he was willing to have the CBA agreement ripped up, jeopardize everything. This is Kyrie Irving. Let me tell you what these owners are going to do. They're going to look at cats like him. They're going to look at cats like Ben Simmons, and they're going to be like, we going to get y'all. We ain't going to be doling out this money, okay, and for dudes that don't want to play. Remember, even though they don't have to play him for the games missed, they do have to pay him for the road games, okay? And remember, they also still have to pay the luxury tax on top of the dollars he's making. You book it here. And you know me, Tim. I've been covering the league for a quarter century. I ain't asking you. I'm telling y'all, they going to get these brothers. These brothers, the few of them, are ruining it for the many. You cannot collect this money and not show up to work. Kyrie Irving is an unmitigated disaster, and he is the last person in the world that you should give a long-term contract to. I'd give him $50 million a year, but 1 year at a time. He would never get a long-term deal from me ever again in his career. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.